Right now, I'm actually the CEO of 2 companies. I'm the only CEO in the country that lives with his mother. And sometimes the waffles aren't done right, and I got to tell her, listen, I'm a CEO.
So you run them from the rent's house?
Yes. And my mother is she's the manager of the warehouse.
You also are a bartender?
Bartending versus being a CEO, which one's more lucrative?
Bartending.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Men at Work Podcast. We are here at the Philadelphia Phoenix versus the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds ultimate Frisbee game today. The Commonwealth Cup is on the line. I know. You probably think it's absolutely crazy. I'm Kyle Pagan. As always, I'm joined by Matt Peoples. And if this is your first time watching the pod, welcome. We just ask people what they do for a living and kind of let the conversation go from there. It's a very easy concept.
They know, dude. We got our returning listeners. If we have new listeners, just sit down and watch, dude. Take an edible, have a beer, and just check us out. We're good dudes. The point of the podcast, in looser terms, we sit at different places and we bother people to come talk to us, and a lot of times it's pretty fun. I'm actually pretty excited to be here, dude. I was an ultimate Frisbee head back in college. That's what you did when you started to slowly assume and realize that your athleticism was leaving your body. Not to say these guys aren't great athletes.
Who'd you roll with in college? What kind of crowd?
Honestly, it was kind of like a full house, but if it was about diversity in the United States, it was me, an autistic dude, a Puerto Rican guy, and a Turkish dude, and it was the best experience of all time.
The United Nations.
It really was, dude. The United Nations, and it was sick, dude. You got it. That's why you go to college. I went to Catholic school my entire life. You got to diversify a little bit.
Okay, how many do you still hang out with?
Well, they're busy. We may have gotten.
I think you got to diversify, like a portfolio. You got to diversify,
Well, I didn't do it intentionally. Like I saw them and I picked them out because they hate when you do that. As a white guy, you can't really pick out certain races these days. But that's only going to last another 3 months. No, I'm kidding. No, dude, there's my boy. I love those guys. I don't get to see him as much, but they live in North Jersey. I'm in South Jersey. That's 45 minutes.
That's what it is. Yep.
Too far.
Yep. I hear you. You driven an hour to get here, but hey, I'm just looking at semantics now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, what about you? Who'd you run with, dude?
I ran with when I played college ball. Obviously, I ran with all the athletes.
Sure. So explain that real quick to the pod. You played a year D3 and then transferred
to Temple to just go live my life and enjoy college.
Okay.
Yeah. So I played a year of D3 ball, ran with the athletes. I was a school of like 3,000 people, and I think 45% of the people were athletes and stuff. So it was easy to run in those circles. And then at Temple, I just ran with people basically from high school. Yeah. Because it was 45 minutes from where I grew up at Temple. And it's just all my buddies from public school, from Catholic school, guys I've been playing with since I was 9 years old, like T-ball.
Yeah.
You don't play T-ball at 9, but 9 years old, baseball and stuff.
Don't want to crush your dreams.
They all just went to Temple, and it was fun. Or people just transferred in like I did.
Oh, nice. All right, that makes sense.
You always come back. We're like flies to shit.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can totally see it. I mean, that's a tough way to describe. Yeah. Hopefully the donors aren't listening, the Temple University donors. I'll tell you this, dude. My girlfriend yesterday, we were talking about you.
Yo. Hello, Kyle. What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game, smoking some Thrive.
Are you all alone? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
What's up?
Yo, Cheeto, pick up the phone.
Yo. What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True.
Her and I were commiserating about you and your face.
Doesn't sound good.
And you and I feel like we're pretty good friends now. Before we started the pod, Kyle and I were buddies.
Is that what you just said? Is that what you guys were commiserating about? That we're good friends?
No, we were just. She was like, "Where's Kyle from?" I'm like, "I don't know, actually."
Oh, okay.
Where are you from?
Lansdale, Pennsylvania.
I knew it was somewhere in the middle of PA. All right, I was close.
Yeah. Are you just trying to finagle an invite to the wedding?
I'm going to the wedding.
No.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'll be there.
No, you're not going to the wedding.
Me and Vito are going, dude. Vito's my +1.
I'm already overextended on the wedding. I'm hoping for a lot of no's.
Well, then I'll take a couple yeses. Don't worry about me, dude.
If you guys are at the wedding, it's because we got a severe case of a lot of no's.
You think I'm worried about that, dude?
I'm just saying.
I was born to be a sub.
You're not coming to the wedding.
I'm a 6th man.
All right.
Tell me I'm the 6th man of the wedding.
I would say you're the 12th. You're the 11th, 12th guy on the bench, signing a veteran minimum. Might be on a 10-day contract, but maybe we get him into a 2-way contract. You're Treverius Smith right now.
I can live with that.
Yeah,
I can absolutely live with that.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
And, our listeners, if you disagree with Kyle's logic, please let us know in the comments.
You could play yourself into KJ Martin, though.
Dude, if we get like 40 comments, like invite Matt to the wedding, and then you have to invite my dumb ass, that'd be so funny.
That's actually true. My other work, Crossing Broad, like they're shocked that they're not getting invited to the wedding. I'm very like picky about
You should be. I think like a
who
more
I
intimate
invite.
thing.
I wanted to go. I don't even like destination weddings, but I wanted to go to a wedding that wasn't in Pennsylvania, so that we could invite like 60 people.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to worry about it. Not that I'm, the 200 plus that are coming aren't
Ooh.
I don't love
200 plus. Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
160.
Yeah.
But round up.
How is wedding planning going, dude?
Easy.
Easy.
I did a hack where you do 2 years to plan it, and everyone else just rushes.
Yeah.
Everyone else does a year and stuff to rush. Then you get like, you're calling your flowers, you're getting your guests in order, you're getting the venue in order, you're doing all this bullshit and stuff. 2 years, what it used to be before the pandemic, because everyone was like, because you had to get in during the pandemic and stuff, kind of fucked up everything because it was canceling weddings, so people were getting pushed back, and then people were also getting engaged during the pandemic, so there was like no venue options and stuff. So we were kind of just like, we're not really in a rush. Let's just do 2 years. I know like when it probably hits like the 6 month mark, it's gonna suck because I'm not really a dot your I's, cross your T's kind of guy.
Sure.
But she's an event planner. She's a marketing planner.
Oh, perfect.
So
dude.
she's got it all under control.
Yeah, she seems like she's kind of the brains of the operation. With all due respect.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, no respect. You need to give me
None ever.
100%. You don't have to give me any respect.
I'll put my hand on your thigh and call you a whore. Then how about that, dude?
Yeah,
Is
dude.
that
We
what you
just
want?
did engagement photos.
I know. Well, I was.
Which
That's kind of
rocked.
funny you bring that. The photos, they were very beautiful and
You're
lovely,
supposed to-
dude.
You have to say that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I didn't even see them. Gab told me about them. I don't have to say that. But I do pity the person that's going to be like, filming and taking photos of your wedding, because you'll be like, go here and then get us from here.
What are you talking about?
Get up the tree, dude.
No, dude. Nah, dude. I'm not. That's not me, dude.
No, dude. You're a peaceful tyrant. You're like a big Kim Jong Un, dude.
Nah, dude. I'm not Kim. I'm not Kimmy. I'm trying to think. Who's a peaceful? Who's a peaceful tyrant?
I don't know. What was the dude from Russia in the 90s? What was his name?
Oh, dude. The guy who Gorbachev.
Gorbachev.
Bring that wall down.
Yeah. You bring the wall down, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my wedding because my fiance is not a. She's not a. She doesn't like the bright lights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She quells when the bright light. I don't even know if I use that word.
That's
right.
good. Yeah. That's a nice kind of ebb and flow, though.
Yeah.
She doesn't want it, and you and I unfortunately need
I'm
it.
actually gonna be the one walking down the aisle.
It's just you.
Yeah. With her father.
He's my daddy too.
He's my daddy too.
That'd be sick, dude.
Were you affected by the? I know you're a corporate boy, so were you affected by the whole Microsoft IT outage yesterday?
No, the Microsoft thing. I wasn't working that day, but they shut down all the major stuff and none of the stuff I need, dude. Shut down Microsoft Teams.
Dude, I love it, dude. The government's like, I gotta fucking work today, dude. What is going on?
You're full of bologna and cheese, dude. Look, I had worked my long week. Within 4 days, they said, we're good with you. Don't worry about coming in. And then Friday, Microsoft shuts down. Planes are down.
Yeah.
But not Microsoft Teams. Oof.
Is this good or bad? So obviously United, Delta, and American, the three big guys, they were all shut down because of the outage. Southwest was flying because their technology is so out of date. I don't know if I like that or don't like that.
How out of date can Microsoft's been around forever?
They're on like Microsoft 3.1, and I think this was like another. I think there's like 3 updates ahead. That's what I read. I read the only reason why Southwest wasn't down is because their technology was so behind date that they didn't update anything.
I hate to say, I think it makes me feel better. I think technology, we've reached the apex years ago, and now we're on like a steady decline.
That's
The more things become user friendly, it's got to become system worse. That's how I look at it.
What about like AI and stuff? You can't say we're on the apex when we got like robots that are going to be like in love with. We're going to be in love with robots in like 10 years.
But everybody's so worried about AI. I'll kick any AI's ass at any point, dude. I'll embarrass them.
Right now.
Yeah, because they can't do jokes. They can't do roasts. They can't do
don't remember
ballisting.
that.
Yeah. I'm no AI. If you're listening, dude, I'm not scared of you anymore.
Yeah.
I've moved on.
How you doing?
What's up, dude?
Dude, he recruited you, huh? Yeah.
Like, why not?
What interested you? A couple handsome guys with a couple mics?
Nah,
Definitely not that, no.
No. You guys are.
definitely saw you on TikTok. I think it was like
so you're trying to get famous?
after one of the Sixers games. It was brutal.
Yeah, it was probably Game 6. It was terrible, or it was definitely Game 6. Yeah, that sucked. Are you a Sixers fan? I'm guessing.
I'm an everything Philly fan.
Yeah. So you're the Ultimate Frisbee Cup. I guess you're like Philly 6 for 6, right?
Yep.
You got the Birds, you got the Phils, you got the Sixers, you got the Union,
Of course.
you got the Flyers, and now you got the Hotbirds.
Yep.
So you're not really a Philly guy if you're not Philly 6 for 6. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. What's your name?
Jarrell.
Jarrell. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a student right now.
Student. Where are you studying?
Studying management out
Where
of Nova.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fancy, man. You two got to battle it out here. I'll sit this
I'm a
one
Temple
out,
guy.
dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How's Nova nowadays?
I don't know. I'm like in a weird niche. I'm like a student vet, so I'm not really like in touch with the younger crowd. I'm more in my like little corner, just doing what I got to do to survive.
Well, thank you for your service, first of all.
Thanks for the
What
support.
branch?
Thank you.
Air Force.
Air Force? Okay.
Yeah, it was a
Sweet.
good time.
So how old are you?
33.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm an OG.
Yeah. What year are you at college?
I'm a sophomore.
22. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't live on campus, right?
No. Fuck
Yeah.
Hello, fellow kids.
Yeah.
Do you like being the old guy in the school though?
It's got like some perks to it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It is weird. Like, I try not to be like the old man that yells at the crowd. You come with
Yeah.
like your preconceived notions. Talking about sports, we got like a lot of delegates from like Northeast and shit. So like we got some Celtics fans, some shit like that, and
Yeah.
always like bust their balls.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, it is what it is. It's like, hey, you know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. You learn some things, they learn from you. It's all good.
Because you can't really talk to them like, hey, remember 9/11? It's like, absolutely not, because I wasn't there.
It's also a weird way to start any conversation. Like, I'm going to stop you real quick. Do you remember 9/11? Did anybody you love die in there? Do you miss them? Well, I'll tell you this, dude. Speaking of Nova, can you tell your friends to stop playing for the Knicks, dude? I'm sick of this shit. It's getting out of hand.
It's just a very hard conflict of interest. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll never root for the Knicks.
Sure.
I'll never root for the Knicks. It's just no matter how successful they are, and they're taking team deals and they're buddy and all that shit.
Sickening. Despicable.
And it's just it's just not for me. It's Philly or everything, especially in my generation. You grew up watching AI, and like you watch AI struggle. Like I remember the first Sixers game I went to. It was Sixers versus Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had Yao Ming and T-Mac. And even though AI puts up a good fight, no one in the post is there to stop Yao Ming. So Yao Ming would go off.
Yeah.
And you're like, this guy needs help. And it was like that. It was like, he needs help for my entire life.
Yeah, Todd McCulloch's not going to really do it for you.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
versus Todd McCulloch isn't the easiest battle there.
So
A young Sammy Dallenberg trying his best, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we tried really hard. So you're business administration, am I right? Business management?
Business management.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to do with it?
No fucking idea.
That's awesome, though, man. It doesn't matter what age you go to college. You never know what you
That's
want to
pretty
do when you're
sick.
in
Yeah, it
college.
makes you feel a
It's
lot
awesome.
better, dude.
No idea.
Yeah, dude.
Just going with the flow, hoping somebody sees me and go, oh, that guy's good for business.
What are you good at?
I'm like an odd job kind of guy. Like even in the military, you just get told to do stuff and you just do it.
What were you so good at? What odd jobs?
I don't know. I'm kind of personable. So I probably wind up in HR. No lie. I can see myself like doing all this stuff and working all hard and then like just wind up in HR.
You just love piss tests?
Oh God, no.
You love rules
No.
and regulation?
No. It's just
Brother, I think you got to find another job than HR.
It just turns out that it just turns into that. It just turns in. No matter where you go, there's gonna be rules and regulations.
I'm not a huge HR person.
I'm not saying you gotta
no, I
like
think
They
them.
suck.
They're kind of dorks.
It's
for
like
the most
it's
part.
like legal. Legal's the worst, but I actually respect legal because they keep you out of like being sued and stuff.
Yeah.
So HR is there just to like tell you why you can't do something because it's like in this handbook that like nobody's ever read.
Yeah, but HR does get together to organize like parties where you can drink after work. That is pretty sick. They
That's
do
awesome.
happy
Yeah,
hours.
when I'm getting severely underpaid, but they brought out pizza and Coca-Cola today on Fridays because it's Pizza Fridays.
Dude, if they bring up pizza and Coca-Cola, unfortunately, I'm going to be the first in line. I hate to break it to you, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's the worst thing about HR. It's like, all right, well, mood is declining.
Yeah.
Performance is declining.
True.
We could pay them, or we could get Papa John's and not even have enough for the whole floor.
Yes, you're a better man than me. I'd be like, hell yeah, that fixes everything. My morale is boosted tenfold. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, but in reality, like HR doesn't even really pay for the pizza, nor do they control your wages. So it's like they're just the face that you hate. They're not even the real. They're not even the real problem.
That's a nice way to put it, dude. It's just the face you hate.
You're looking at them and they're the mask over top, and you're like, oh man, these guys suck. And they're looking at you like, I gotta tell him all the shit from the top that I don't even want to tell him.
True.
And you're both coming to it like really shitty. So they're
It's
like,
true.
they put their smile on. They're like, oh yeah, here's pizza. We love you guys. And they know that like somebody in leadership was like, this dude's a bitch.
It's kind of funny you say all this. If we chopped that out without context and just said you were talking about the election, it would be the same thing.
This dude's a bitch.
This dude's a bitch.
They put a nice face on. Nobody knows what the hell's going on there. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what'd you do in the military?
Ironically, I came in as a cook.
Shit.
Yeah, came in as a cook because I, coming out of Philly, didn't have a driver's license. So, like, every job that I could have did, they're like, yeah, you can't do that shit. You don't got no driver's license. So, like,
Yeah.
all right, fuck it. So I just joined, became a cook. And then
Did you have to go through boot camp to be a cook?
Yeah, you know, with the boot camp to do everything.
What's that look like?
Yeah, dude.
What,
What, you
for
just
the
like
Air
chopping
Force?
up parsley and shit?
Soup camp. Sorry.
Not really. Like your tech school for cooks is weird because in the Air Force they give you a couple of odd jobs. So they'll give you like cook stuff, fitness stuff, mortuary stuff, and it used to be like lodging stuff when I got in. So like you would basically be a supplement to like any industry that had civilians. So like if your civilians were like out or something happened, they'd be like, well, that guy can just do a little booster training and then just take his spot. And you would be like a fill-in.
Oh.
So you would fill in boot camp?
No, like boot camp is just plain for everybody.
Okay.
Then your training after you would do like training in like fitness or
Oh, so if like
cooking
one of the
or-
guys were like injured or something, they couldn't come to like the training. They were just like, yeah, get one of the cooks out of the kitchen and he'll fill in.
Sometimes, yeah. Something like
Really?
that.
Why can't they just go with like lower numbers?
You're already going with lower numbers if you look at the trends of the
Yeah, but I'm saying
military.
like why like say they needed like 15 people to like run a drill. Why can't they just have 14 people run the drill? Is it because like they're carrying logs and shit, or like what's the training like?
So if there is a situation in the military, from my experience, where there is, let's say you have an arbitrary training, right? So let's say you have an arbitrary training. This training says, yo, you need 15 people. It doesn't tell you like, oh, you know, you could get by with 12. And even when it does say you can get by with 12, it makes it like specifically known, like emergency situation. Somebody's in shot. We're in a hostile situation. We got to hurry up and get it
Get
done.
the cook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get the cook.
get
Get
the
the cook, dude.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's like, no, like you need 15 people. Like, so it's like, oh, you know, you're a cook, but now you're a cop for a day because we don't have enough cops to do this. Or we got our good cops on this real problem, and you're like in the like, you know, Officer Doofy reporting. Like,
Did they ever bring guys out of the training to go cook? Be like, yo, listen, the scallops aren't being seared as good right
Okay.
now. We
Yo.
need another guy for mess.
legit, I've
Seared scallops.
Yeah.
legit, I've only seen that like 2 or 3 times, and it was basically people in trouble or like out the door.
Okay.
And then even then, like, we had to stop doing it because it was like, it's a psychological conundrum where you go, yo, your job, your day-to-day job is a punishment for someone else.
Shit.
How
Wow.
the fuck
And
do
that's
you
your
justify
day-to-day
that?
job.
Yeah. How do
Yeah,
you-
I guess you got to really, because I'm wondering this, like, so you're going from cooking to going to Villanova to going into HR. Are you worried that you might be a lady? Are you? I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I was sitting on that one for a
No
while.
wonder we
So-
lost that
Oh
Afghanistan.
my God. First off,
Kidding around.
It's 2024. and-
You're
and
double a
until-
man than me.
Yeah,
and
dude.
And until Trump takes office, I can be a
Yeah,
lady
dude.
if I fucking want to.
Yeah, dude. Gender norms are not as what they used to be. Okay, dude.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm not
I'm-
voting for the bastard, but it is what it is.
Look, man, I'm wearing Birkenstocks without socks right now. I got no leg to stand on. Yeah, that was sitting in my head the entire time. I'm sorry. Thank you for your service again. Of course.
Did
yes.
you did you choose cooking or did they choose it for you?
They chose it for me. I went in open. Damn. Like open contract. Just was
Don't
like,
mean to be making funny, but like, were you a shitty performer in boot camp? I don't mean to be piling on.
yeah, kind of.
Okay, so they're like, that guy should be in the mess hall.
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
Didn't help.
Yeah.
Didn't help. Didn't help at all, man.
I love that. Well, I mean, hey, do you cook anymore? Did you learn anything, or is it kind of just like throwing bologna sandwiches together?
No, so like I was only really I feel like I was only really cooking. So I was in for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Only really cooking for like 4 or 5.
Got it.
But I learned a lot like it does teach you like the basics of running a business, some logistical stuff too, because like it's one of the few career fields where you work with a lot of civilians. Like you're like, oh man, why isn't this shipment on time? Or oh man, we got to repair this like equipment or blah, blah, blah. You work with so many contractors and different people outside of the military just to come back to the military and them to shit on you and tell you don't do anything.
Yeah. Jeez.
Did you watch The Bear?
A little bit.
What'd you think? How's that compare to the mess hall? Yes, chef, no chef?
It's really good actually. The bear is really good. A little creepy. I haven't watched all of it. I do remember him doing like a side deal to get some meat out of like
that was
a
first
cooler
season.
or some shit.
Yep.
And I was like, yo, that's gross. Like, no.
Oh no. Yeah.
No.
But
That's news to me.
nothing. Does it have any parallels to the mess hall?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some.
Got a little no sir, yes sir, instead of yes chef, no chef. Or
Nah, nobody's that uptight unless you're like working at the White House or something. And even then, those motherfuckers probably have some stories that are not.
yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody just likes the idea of like, oh, I got 2 hours to cook for like 300 people and we got to get it done. And there's always going to be like something that doesn't work, someone who doesn't want to work, someone who wants the credit for everything, and someone who can't cook at all.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you have to like justify or split your schedule and stuff. And then we had like civilian cooks who could cook. So then it was like the struggle of like, how much do you lean on them? So it's like, yo, like this guy could cook your whole thing in 20 minutes. He's been cooking his whole life. But this kid that's like new to the branch has to learn. So you gotta make him do something or he never learns.
Dishes.
We had that contracted, at least for the Air Force.
Jarrell?
Yep.
Fuck yeah. I'm usually not good with the names.
Hey, man.
Thanks for coming on, brother. I appreciate it.
This was great, man. Thank you so much.
That was fun.
Cool.
I really appreciate that. Thanks again, man.
No problem.
How about that, dude?
Yeah, how about that?
Good for us getting on the. We love having our servicemen and women on the podcast, just to hear like story. I have no frame of context of what it looks like when you do serve and like the kind of like nitty gritty and the background stuff. So we get the fellas on.
I
It's like
wish I asked him, but I heard you're only allowed, and maybe this is just boot camp or this is military in general. You're only allowed to chew 26 times before you get to swallow or something like that.
I thought that was like to lose weight. Is that a real thing?
I think that was in the military for like, you know how they're like all about efficiency and stuff. This could be just like Navy people. This could be Army people. And this could also be a lie.
Yeah.
And me just like reading something on like social media that I saw.
Is that what left, right, left is about? Like left chew, left, like left, right?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But I was told that you could only chew 26 times. And I grew up with a kid who was like really, really into like the military stuff, wanted to go to like the Navy or the Army. I forget what it was. And he was like, yeah, by the way, you know, you're only allowed to chew like 26 times.
What?
Yeah.
Who's keeping track of that?
I think you're like drill sergeants are the people who are in charge of you and stuff.
Wow, good for them. If I'm watching,
They have something for everything.
maybe you and I should instill that for the podcast.
Just chew 26 times. Or
Yeah.
only just like 26 words before we got to shut the fuck up.
That might be, honestly, for me, it might be a good move to get me to quit my yapperonis, dude. But that's awesome, dude. Shout out to
You're not
that.
a yapper, dude.
What are you talking about? So what have you been up to, dude? It's been 2.5 days since
Yeah,
I've seen you.
dude.
Unfortunately, I see you more than I see my own goddamn
What do you mean,
mother.
unfortunately, we crush.
I know. I love you, dude.
I know, dude. You fucking love me and I love you. All right? That's why this works.
That's what we do,
hopefully.
dude. We recorded on. It works. We recorded on Wednesday. We're back here on a Saturday. We want to get episodes out for the dogs, dude.
Yeah, dude. They're the best.
Are you? So
We love you.
We love you more than I love you more than a lot of my family members. Honestly, you guys keep.
I don't have many family members, so I'm not going to say I love you more than all of them.
Okay.
A lot of them. A little bit.
Some percentage, not bad.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't love every family member.
Are you ready for us? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we can wrap this up. All right. Listen, we're going to the tomato pie contest. I don't feel like you're taking this seriously.
Are you out of your mind?
I feel like you're not taking this seriously right now. Look, you're in jeans. You're in a shirt.
You're dressed like a lesbian gym teacher. You
But
think you're more prepared than I am, dude?
Because I take this very seriously. Like, I didn't have a lot of wins growing up athletically, physically. The pagans aren't known for like winning. Like, we're not successful a lot of times, okay? So like, but we're really good at marrying people richer than us.
Kyle, you and I are doing a podcast outside. Neither of us are used to winning, dude.
No, I understand, but I'm talking about me right now.
I can't
So
believe
it's
you
like
think
when
that of me.
when I know that I am ready for something, when I know I can win something, I go full bore. And that's why I'm in my favorite paisan, Big Dom from the Eagle Security.
The boy, shout out, of course.
Dude. That's why I'm wearing his shirt and I'm wearing shorts. You look like
I'm wearing
you could go
a
out to dinner.
Wawa t-shirt, dude.
Yeah, but the jeans look like you could go out to dinner right now.
Is this what you people in PA think a dinner outfit is? She's like, it's business casual. Like, oh, wear Wawa, that's a business.
I'm just saying. You could be getting some tomato sauce on your pants, and I think that would actually ruin you if you got some tomato sauce on those pants.
On my Dickies Carpenter pants, dude.
I think it
that
would.
I thrifted.
That are constantly in your closet, in your fashion.
Dude,
I don't fucking
I've been in the closet for years. You think I'm going to be worried about these pants?
We got to go do the tomato pie contest,
Yes.
and I got to go win.
Well, I'm going to blow them out of the water. For real, check back in when we come back through the power of editing. You're going to see a champion, and you're going to see a 6'5" loser.
We have 3 willing and able competitors. Let's meet them all, starting with our defending champion, Kyle. Kyle, where are you from?
Lansdale, Pennsylvania.
Lansdale, Pennsylvania.
Nobody.
And Kyle, you won last year's championship.
Yes.
How you feeling heading into this year?
Looking at my competition, this will be nothing. I will win easily in a landslide.
All right, Kyle's calling a landslide. Let's meet his next competitor. Sir, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Matt Peoples.
Matt, where are you from?
Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
All right, what,
All
more
right, we
pop?
got Cherry Hill
Cherry
in the
fucking-
house. We got Lansdale versus
He's from
Cherry Hill.
Hollywood.
How you feeling? Did you come in? What was your workout regimen like?
I took 14 Tums before this.
All right, sounds good. All right, so let's meet our final contestant. What's your name, sir?
My name is Fernassus. My parents spelled my name wrong when I was born. I was supposed to be called Francis. They spelled it wrong. I'm 33. I live at home. The way I look at it, things can't get much worse. So if I lose this, who cares?
Okay, all right. Let's hear it for Fernassus.
Oh, the crowd favorite.
Misspelled name. I know I'm rooting for it. So Fernassus, Kyle, and Matt head on over to the table. Who's here cheering for Matt? Who's cheering for Matt from New Jersey?
Good.
All right, who's cheering for Fernassus from the Northeast?
Yeah, dude.
And who's cheering for the defending champion, Kyle Pagan?
I flipped off to every 6-year-old here.
Gentlemen, start your engines and go!
Unbelievable. Motherfucker, that is pretty impressive. I hate to say it, dude. There's a lot of residue. There's a lot of residue in that cup. There's a lot of residue in that cup.
Just remember who your champion is. You wanted this guy and you wanted this guy. They suck.
A lot of disappointed fans out here today.
Good.
But once again, Kyle, you proved yourself to be an elite athlete.
Yeah.
What went into preparation for this?
Well, Johnny, I felt no pressure. Like I told you, I was going to wipe the floor with these guys. I wake up and I piss excellence, and then everybody that booed me going over there. I remember you all. I remember every single face except that one kid right in the front row who loved it, who loved it and was the only guy rooting for me.
Shouting you out, dude.
Okay, so we had one.
shouting you out.
Yeah, you have one fan. You have merely one fan, but there's no denying your greatness. Tell me, how great does this feel?
Just another day at the office, honestly. I'll be here next year to go for the three-peat. It's never happened in tomato pie history.
No, never, not once. So congratulations. Let's hear it for our defending champion. They don't like him.
Fuck them. Who cares? They don't boo nobodies. My guy right here. Right here.
Pause.
Dude, that was embarrassing.
I thought it was gonna be freshly cooked.
Are you kidding me?
There was no crisp.
I had to break to you, dude. You took one bite and you started quitting immediately,
you quit.
dude.
Like, you're the biggest Northeast guy of all time.
I've been taking Adderall.
Why would you take Adderall for a food
That's a
competition?
lot of it, because that's I'm a drug addict. I don't know what to tell you.
The boos were insane. I don't understand why
They
people
don't
would.
like you. You're not relatable to the people anymore.
How?
I'm relatable.
That's true.
Look at my
Loser.
parents' house.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's true. You did get them on your side really quickly,
Yeah, it was easy.
which is kind of annoying because like that's your self-deprecating shit. I've all heard it before.
Self-deprecation works.
Hell yeah, you can.
Wow,
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse me, peons.
Take one too, man.
The peasant will take a step back.
Yeah. Let's go. You're king, baby.
Yep, thanks.
The fact that you drank that is disgusting.
Why?
You drink ketchup?
I don't know. I mean, I eat ketchup, so what's really the difference?
Disgusting. What's the line on this game? I want to bet on this.
The game's already at halftime.
I know, it was live bets.
I don't know. It was 4.5 to start.
There was a guy in the crowd. He's like, "Come on, Francis! I believe in you, Francis!" And I was like, "This reminds me of like when my dad would yell at me in high school." Okay, I didn't need it.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Words of encouragement is what delayed you?
Yeah, I was having PTSD. Oh yeah, that was sick.
Needs
I love
work.
that.
Needs work. Come on, that was good.
Yeah.
Ready? Here.
Trip to the Apple
Ready?
store.
Get over here, loser.
What, dude?
That was funny. The king, you know.
I don't think the water thing should be allowed.
Then
Well, he drank it though, so I'll give him that.
yeah.
Well, let's do a full recap.
We've been barking over here while you went to go throw up in the.
I had to tinkle, dude.
Anything else before we get back to the pod?
No, good to go.
Good.
Leave this up on your face.
Yeah. I'm gonna get another beer.
You look like you went down on
I'm
a
gonna
fucking time of the month.
All right, we're back, and if you think you just look to see who's wearing what, you know who won. I am your king. I dominated you. You all saw it. I don't even know if we need to recap, do we?
Of course we do.
Okay.
I have tons of thoughts.
Also, Fernassus is here as well. This is my buddy Fernassus. He's from the Northeast. Soaring Highs, Crushing Lows podcast. Check it out. Just crossed 1,000 listens, I heard, last episode.
We're doing pretty well.
Yeah, dude.
Self-deprecation sells.
What's your tagline?
It only gets worse.
Yeah, so if you're one of those people out there that you think it only gets worse, this is your guy right here.
Yeah, there's a lot of optimism out there. No.
Yeah.
We want
Congratulations, you just
pessimism.
found your next podcast. What'd you think? I got my thoughts.
Fernassus, please, I'd love to hear what you think, dude, so I can settle down for a little
Kyle
bit.
was like dipping his pizza in water, and there's some stipulations of whether or not that's legal or not.
What stipulations?
I don't know the rules. There was
no one knows the rules. There aren't any rules.
But then he did drink the water, which is one of the grossest things I've ever seen in my life.
No,
and the crowd hated him.
The crowd did not like me.
Yeah.
I turned a little bit of the crowd by the end of it, but
There
I
was
had
one kid
supporter.
rooting for you, and he came over and got a picture.
Well,
with
one
you.
guy was rooting for you, and what happened? One guy gave you actual encouragement, and what happened?
Encouragement doesn't work for me. I lost.
You floundered.
Right. I'm sorry to Gators, by the way. I was representing them. I had the shirt on and everything. So I'm from the neighborhood that Gators is in.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. Sorry, Gators. Shouldn't have chosen.
Well, I'll tell you this much, dude. The one kid that was rooting for you, I did overhear him standing off the side, and he was like, "I hate capitalism. I hate the American bald eagle." He was saying stuff like that. So that's your supporter. Enjoy
I
that.
actually
dude.
did hear that too.
He was talking about something about like how he wishes we were British. I don't know, but that's
Right.
your guy. So have fun with that. Look, the dipping in the water is not illegal.
It's not illegal.
But
Right.
a lot of times socially, it's not what's illegal that gives you a bad look. It's what's frowned upon.
Ooh.
And good God above, dude. I don't know how you sleep. Are you going to sleep tonight? I will stay up all night.
You think Barry Bonds still sleeps at night? What he did was actually illegal.
Dude, you're strawberry bonds, dude. You're a sweet little guy. That's complete garbage. I think, look, you won. It was pretty impressive. To be very honest, I saw him start to dip initially, and I was a slice in, and I thought he was a slice in with a dip. And I looked over and I saw he was doing two at once.
Do the sandwich.
unfortunately, that's pretty impressive. I got to give a little bit of credit.
The sandwich
on that
is
one.
what Gatas told him to do, and he again, someone gave him words of encouragement, and he floundered.
Well, it was nice to get some of the most lukewarm pizza that they could find.
Right.
It's true. It was good though.
Again, also, I don't know what the rules are on the show, but I take Adderall. It's prescribed by a doctor, so don't. And I did take a few.
Good. You took Adderall before a food eating competition. That's smart.
But so it's better than Ozempic.
Wrong drug.
Right. It's actually our generation's Quaalude. It's going to be disbanded pretty soon, so you better get them while you can. And it is the best drug. So.
I will say I was intrigued by your process of how you did it. You went with taking one bite and then giving up. What led you to that decision?
Basically,
Entire life.
Yeah, I was going to say a life of failure.
Because when the going got tough.
Right. Ever since I came out of the womb, it's been careening downhill.
Yeah.
But I have one question for you guys, though, and I just want to bring it up. Like, did I hear you correctly that you went to the Dollar General where the Nut and Run happened?
We went to the Dollar Tree where the Nut and Run happened.
Right. Yeah. So I have a kind of take on that. The only person that worked out well for was a guy named the Swiss Cheese Pervert. Mm-hmm. And this man used to go around Mayfair, Rawhurst, Northeast, and he would put his penis through Swiss cheese. And he would crank off. So
then he pull up next to people.
Right. But he never hurt anybody. He looks like Mr. Rogers compared to the Dollar General guy.
Yeah.
So there was only one person that was like, you know what, this worked out good for me. Everyone else is disturbed.
So more information about this guy who would get Swiss cheese and touch his own body to completion. Is that what you're telling me?
What happened was, this is like, you can Google it. Like he would go around and he would put his
junk.
Sorry, there's people walking by. He would put his junk through the Swiss cheese, and it was like kind of a rush for him.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he was in his own car. He didn't.
Some people get off on tomato pie. Some people get off on Swiss cheese. Some people can't do anything.
Netflix has great documentaries. We need one on the Nut and Run guy. And listen, the woman that happened to us, she's a victim. I feel horrible. We will raise as much money as we can. We need the documentary.
Well, I don't know if we're raising that.
There's a lot of questions behind it. And again, we're not undermining, what happened to that poor woman.
Right.
But there are some logistical questions.
Huge hog.
First of all,
he had to have a huge hog.
Fat piece. Secondarily,
huge hog.
How far Steph Curry pulling up from deep?
Dude, Kerry Wood painting the black.
Yeah.
The trajectile was like, whoa.
It's got to be. He must have surprised himself. that day he was like, no way.
No way.
Because you think about the fact that like maybe he maybe it was unintentional. He could have been like at the the refrigerated section, pulls out a Snapple, sees a Snapple fact, doesn't like it, tries to get it on that. Things go awry.
Yeah.
You can't really be certain about these things, and luckily I've handled it so delicately. I'm not going to worry about this being on the internet.
Well, I told someone about it. It's like someone pointed out to me when I was a kid, the FedEx truck, in between the E and the X, there's an arrow. And once you notice that, you will never see a FedEx truck without seeing the arrow again.
True.
I can't look at a Dollar General the same way.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, was that what it was? Okay.
How about you stop smutting up the Dollar General?
I would like to apologize to Dollar General.
Yeah, I mean, it's
What are you going to do with your throne, Kyle, now that you won the championship? Is there a parade on Broad Street?
We need a parade on Broad Street, but there might be a parade out of Newman University is really all I could think about. I think I'm throwing this in the trash as soon as I get off this podcast.
I'll take it off your hands.
Okay.
I need that. Me and my girlfriend role play.
Oh.
I pretend to be somebody who just won a pizza eating contest.
And was knighted.
And she's a spectator in the audience.
Yeah, you guys better call me Sir Kyle for the rest of the podcast.
He pretends to be King Charles. She's Camilla.
I'm Diana with all the red on my face.
No, I mean, I thought it was fun. I had a good time. I honestly impressed myself. And I at no point was I competing with any of you guys. I was just doing it for my own kind of to see where I'm at pizza-wise.
And Kyle has lacked to do this. I'm going to give it, what a catch. I'm going to give a shout out here to, listen, guys, you're in the area, Philadelphia, Phoenix. Listen, bring the kids. Okay, they have archery over there. They have a slip and slide. And they have alcohol.
It's pretty good.
I mean, the kids can have fun. You can get drunk. What's better?
Not a bad combo.
Nothing better. Well,
it's very dog friendly too.
So this podcast, we usually ask people what they do for a living. I know you have a very interesting resume, very interesting jobs history.
Right now, I'm actually the CEO of 2 companies.
Oh, go ahead.
Right. One's Frank's Miscellaneous Services.
Okay. What do you do?
And that's, if you have a job that nobody wants to do, I'll come do it. For instance, cleaning out an attic, cleaning out the basement.
Gutters.
The other one's Frank's Mobile Detailing. I'm the only CEO in the country that lives with his mother. And sometimes the waffles aren't done right, and I got to tell her, listen, I'm a CEO.
It's true.
There's a lot of Americans out there that are living at home, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I know you guys have made it out, but I'll tell you what, though, it's getting tough because my parents are getting up there, and it's like they don't understand my Playboy lifestyle.
Is the mortgage paid off?
I think so. They seem to be pretty good.
Yeah, you'll be fine then.
Yeah, it's great. Yep. Soaring highs and crushing lows. It only gets worse.
Yeah. Just move the deed over to your name. You'll be fine.
I gotta wait it out though.
Oh, okay.
So you're the CEO of 2 companies. You're saying
Correct.
So you run them from the rent's house. Is that
Yes. And
Okay.
my mother is she's the manager of the warehouse. She takes care of the laundry for the detailing.
okay?
Right.
He is like
I assign them
multiple
jobs. I assign them jobs.
Okay.
You also are a bartender.
Yes. And Kyle came to the bar that I work at last night. What
did.
were your thoughts?
It's a dive bar. It's a bar. But it's like Cheers. If Cheers was a little pilled out, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cheers had like a
I don't know how to explain it either because
like a perk
you'll
prescription running through.
Yeah.
you'll hear things that go on in there. You're just like, what the hell? I mean,
Yeah.
It's just and I have a rule last night. I discovered this. If you went to like a Catholic high school or public league and it's 10 years after you graduate, you can no longer talk about your high school days.
Yeah.
It's over. Like you can't. I hate guys that are 17 years out of high school. Back in 03, I was second team. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Look at us. We're in a bar drinking together. It's over.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be out here playing Frisbee, but I'm talking to you guys.
So bartending versus being a CEO, which one's more lucrative? Where should our listeners follow the
Pays
path?
better.
Bartending.
And then you've also been a referee.
Yeah, so I'll tell this referee story real
you're
quick. And there's 3 referees out here, and they're doing a fantastic
doing
job.
good?
Tight
Sure.
game. One time I was refereeing a game. Let's just call them the red and blue team, but my mom was the coach of the blue team.
That sounds like a conflict of interest.
It was Fox Chase versus Ronhurst.
Why would the
Shout out Fox Chase.
Why would the league set that up, knowing that you're her son reffing?
I guess that's a good point, but it was 10-year-old girls basketball.
Okay.
And it was the championship game, and it was 8-7
Jesus Christ.
at the end of 48 minutes,
A
which
barn
is
burner.
a long time.
48
right?
minutes for a 10-year-old girls game?
Whatever it is, 40 minutes. It's at least 40.
10-minute quarters?
For
10-year-olds?
Right, but it's running
That's
clock.
about overly long. It's
Running clock?
excessively long.
But then Fox Chase gets the ball. There's like 5 seconds left. The girl turns her back.
Fox Chase is down right now.
Right, they're down by 1. She heaves it.
Over her head?
Yes, at half court. Sails through the air like a fucking slow motion thing. Hits the rim. Boom. Hits the wire. Drops in. They start celebrating.
Okay.
Here's me on the baseline. It's the trail guy's call. He didn't call it. The wire is going. I go. No basket.
Yeah.
So now everyone's going crazy. We got something going on out here. Let's see what happens here. Philadelphia's.
They're just reacting to your story. That's
Right.
not about the game.
Yeah.
So it hits the wire, which is basketball protocol.
So I call it out, but it's the trail guy's call. Now here's what happens. Now it's pandemonium. All the parents are chasing me. It's chaos, and I get like they're trying to kill me.
10-year-old girls championship.
Yes, and then like my mom got involved because she was the coach of the team that won.
Yeah.
Not a conflict of interest, by the way. Shut up. I'm not Tim Donahue.
Look, dude, whatever you got to say.
Right. Okay. So,
Wild to
so
even
then
put
I
you
was
on
like,
Is that what your bookie told you to say?
You're on the take.
my mom was like, Franny, stop. I said, Mom, stay out of it. The coach goes, Mom, that's his mom? Oh, it was chaos.
Any fisticuffs, any physical violence or anything?
No, but I did get tackled one time and beat up. And then last year I tried to fight a high school senior. It was CYO basketball. First of all, if you're playing CYO basketball and you're in 12th grade,
Yeah.
you've made a wrong turn.
Are you still refereeing?
I don't know after this incident.
Okay.
Well, the kid came up to me. He was like, "You're the worst referee ever." I said, "Well, let me ask you something. If I'm reffing this game at a church league on a Sunday at 4 p.m. and you're playing in this league, don't we both kind of suck?"
True.
It's a fair point.
It is like you are kind of impervious where like if they try to get your name, they're like, that was awful. What's your name? I'm going to somebody. And you're like, Fernassus. And they're like, what the fuck did you just call me, dude?
Yeah, when I went to the DMV and they were like, I got my license, I was 17. They're like, hey, like your birth certificate, your name's spelled wrong. I was like, it is?
So you never knew that.
Nobody knew. And then we went home and checked the Social Security, and that's wrong too.
So you have to legally go by Fernassus if you're putting your thing on documents.
Yeah, I'm the only one in the world.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
It's better than being like the 10th.
It goes well when I'm
file.
talking to women. I'll be like, I'm the only person in the world with this name. They're like, oh, that's so hot.
Yeah, they're like, can you go referee the game? We're here watching our kid. So what happened with the CYO thing? You got in a fight with a senior, or what is this?
Yeah, I was referencing. I can't even say names, but it was a Sunday afternoon. I had been drinking the night before, and I just wasn't in the mood for it. And he kept telling me, I stink. I said, well, you kind of stink too.
True. That's a fair.
You know,
fair
it's like,
point.
we're both sitting here at a church like on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
We both made a wrong turn at some point. But I could have been Tim Donahue reffing in the NBA.
Was
You
that the initial goal? You thought you could line up? Sorry.
Well,
Have you ever been on these games?
I have never bet on a youth basketball game. That's no.
How about a high school CYO game? You ever like with a buddy, like, hey, I'll give you 4.5 or something like that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's believable.
Well, sometimes we ref, we'll make it bet $10. Like, do you think the over/under is gonna be 13.5?
So I feel like over/under would be better.
Right.
Well, no, because
but no, the problem is that then it's like I got the over at 13.5, and it's 6-6. Girl goes to the lane, no one touches her, boop, and one. And then the other ref's going, "What the fuck?" I'm like,
you made the bet.
Not the worst move, dude. I used to referee at a YMCA. I did it for like 2 years. It's the worst job of all time. I don't know how you've done it this long.
Well, when you got to fund your company and you have no money coming in,
yeah, man,
a lot of money going out, you do whatever you can to make more of that money.
Yeah,
I think that's totally reasonable. You should have been serving drinks at halftime as a bartender too.
Yeah, I usually bring a few beers in the car.
Okay, well,
and
you didn't have to admit that, but I hear you.
I will say this though: the woman that's the biggest problem, the parents. It's usually a woman that's obese, and she has a 24-ounce Dunkin' Donuts cup.
Yeah.
And she's got her sweatpants on, and she's got her vest on, and she thinks she knows everything. She's going 3 seconds, 3 seconds. I'm like, listen, stop. It's 8-year-old basketball. That rule was invented for Wilt Chamberlain, the Big Dipper.
Yeah.
Your daughter is 3'2".
She's a bit of a Big Dipper herself, I imagine.
Yeah. She can stay in the lane all she wants.
Yeah.
I like when parents go, still in there, 3, still in there, 4. I go, 5. 6. Like, you're not going to call them.
Get back to him.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And I walked through one time I was really getting it last year, and I walked there. I said, guys, just to let you know, my life is like really in shambles. I live with my parents. Like, things are going horribly wrong. Whatever you say to me, it's not going to hurt me. Like, I'm like, you could say you're the worst ref ever. I'm like, dude, I got bigger problems than that. Yeah, it's like,
that's actually the nicest thing.
And that has to like reset them. They're like, all right, fine, I'm cool, no worries, it's fine. Yeah. Are they usually cool about it?
I mean, they're just like, you okay? I'm like,
oh,
not
like,
really.
Oh, I don't need you.
I got some Twisted Teas in the car at halftime. Let's go talk about it.
Tactical foul. She made me tear up. Stop asking my past. Yeah.
But I might start reffing this game, Frisbee.
Yeah, they probably played pretty well. You got to think. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I reffed the lacrosse game one time with no recollection of the rule. No one told me the rules. Mm-hmm. They needed referees. So in lacrosse, when the ball goes out of bounds, it's not who threw it out of bounds. It's whoever gets closest to it.
Yes.
So it's a race for it. And I had no idea that was the rule. And the coach was like, dude, like, do you even know anything? I was like,
I answered an ad. I answered an ad on Craigslist.
Yeah, throw them out.
But if you're a referee out there, listen, lacrosse is where the money's at.
What
95 a game. Come on.
What's your worst job?
The worst job I had was a Philadelphia school district substitute teacher.
Oh fuck!
I got tortured.
Like inner city?
Yeah. I walked in with my khakis and my sweater. They're like, hey, yo, it's Mr. Rogers. And then when I wrote my name on the blackboard, Mr. Hennessy, that caused quite a frenzy.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You can't write Hennessy on a blackboard.
I mean, can I even tell the story? Like what? Why?
If it sucks, we can just cut it.
Yeah. Well, what happened was I was pumping gas one day, and these kids tortured me all day, and I was pumping gas, and these 4 8th graders showed up. They're like, hey, yo, Hennessy, you bum-ass motherfucker. Look at that. You driving a droop it. Which was funny on their part. They called it a droop-ass car because I had a droop roof. Droop roofs aren't around anymore.
What's a droop?
I actually am not familiar with that.
Droop roof is like when you had like an old Honda in the 90s, the ceiling would hang down.
Oh.
Yeah, droop
On purpose?
roof.
Like the lining of the thing would become disconnected from the car and it would hang.
Right. It was mostly out of poverty.
I had that. Yeah, I had an Accord like that. I had an Accord like that.
The kids are like, then they started kicking my car. Like, this is what you drive. I was like, all right, I'm a substitute teacher. What do you think I have, a Coupe de Ville? And then I pulled around.
That's a odd car to pull out of your ass.
I pulled around. And I said,
a Coupe de Ville? What are you, a 1950s drug dealer? What do you think? I got a Coupe de Ville?
All right, let me tell you why I got fired.
I got a Honda Pilot? Like,
I pulled around. I said,
what do you? A Coupe de Ville's crazy, dude.
That sounds like one of the kids you taught. Dude.
What do you think? I got a Model T?
This is Coupe de Ville. Coupe de Ville is special. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so this is what got me fired. I pulled around. I said,
wait, as you were driving away?
Well, I came around the gas thing, and I'll see you on the news. No, I don't.
To the kids?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Is that? So the next day, I had to resign.
I mean, how old were they?
14. They had tattoos.
But yeah, I gotta agree with that.
They kicked my car.
Yeah.
And called me a homophobic slur.
Sure.
Dude,
I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Fight them?
You kind of.
How old were you?
You kind of just have to
28.
pray. You have to pray that all of them. Yeah.
You're
so
double their age.
and then I got another job substitute teaching in another school, and they were like, "Don't let them touch the computers." I'm like, that's a really hard task. So they kind of bombarded me, and my foot got caught up, and I fell, and like 30 laptops fell on me. Like, dude, I was hurt. I was like, ah, and all the kids were like, dickhead, filming me. So I got up and I said, "This is it. I'm done." I walked out. I went to Harrington's pub. Shout out Harrington's. Give me a BlackBerry and 30 Miller Lights. Let's pretend this didn't happen. So, if anyone's
a school day,
do you think you could be a substitute teacher in Philadelphia, Chicago, New York?
but
like
that's
these
why
urban
I went
cities?
into marketing.
But the thing is, they respect the teachers that are full-time teachers. Like, I had like a
Oh, really?
5'2" woman come in. She goes like this, puts her hand up.
Yeah.
All the kids,
But she's built a
completely
line of
silent. And I'm sitting there like, all right, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but she's probably cracked some skulls. You get made fun of and you just cower into a corner, probably.
No,
I'm
no.
just assuming.
There was a teacher that got fired recently. I don't know where it was, but she was drinking on the job, and I was completely understand that.
If you're the principal, you would never fire
I
her.
mean, one bottle of Pinot Noir doesn't really seem that crazy to me.
I do think that's the one thing. If we can't pay teachers more, let them drink a goddamn bottle of Pinot Gris on the job.
Why not?
The stuff I hear about, like what you're saying, and like my friends who are teachers, for God's sake, lunchtime, it should be a mandatory
Let
bottle
them
of
have a
wine.
glass of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense for anybody to be a teacher. You have to really love what you do, and that's insane to me that you would put yourself through that to mold young minds who don't even give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
That was pretty dark.
Let it. Well,
All right, king of tomato pie eating.
Yeah, dude.
now it's getting to his head, man.
Any other places that you've worked you got good stories from?
Let's see. I've been fired from a lot of jobs. I got fired from the Navy Depot.
In Northeast Philly?
Yeah.
Well, I won't. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Apparently, I was stealing company time. What I noticed was
Aren't we kind of all?
they gave you an option to come in at 6:30, leave at 2:30, 7:30, 3:30, 8:30, 4:30, 9:30, 5:30. So I said I'll come in at 9:30. Now, everyone else in the office was leaving at 2:30. So I live 2 blocks away. I decided, hey, I'll just leave at 2:30 and go fucking hang out, lift weights, masturbate, and come back.
What order was that usually in?
You would jerk and
masturbating
come back
before?
to work, dude?
Right, yeah.
You can't jerk and come back. If you're jerking, you gotta stay home. Wherever you jerk, you gotta be there for at least 2 hours.
No,
dude.
but I would come back and I would jog back. This is like I was like 20, 25.
So you're jerking and jogging?
No, I would jog back. So it's the one day I show up and I get to the Navy Depot.
Hold on a second. Can we go back a little bit? Wait for the underage kids to leave.
I live 2 blocks away from the place. So.
Oh, okay. So that makes more sense. I thought you were like finding like a Wawa, jerking off in there, and then
No, I was going home. So
jogging
I
back.
could take a nap.
This place, is there just off chance, is there a shop right across the street?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I have no idea how I know that. Go ahead.
Right. So then I came back to one day, and I did this for 6 months. I would come back and I would log into my computer and send an email. Hey, I'm leaving for the day. I've been gone for 3 hours. I come back to one day. There's my boss sitting at my desk. I was like, oh shit, and they got me. And like, we could press charges on you. I said, listen, I'll just walk away.
What did they have to press charges?
Stealing company time.
It's not a real thing.
I think it is actually.
And was this a government job?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you'd be like court-martial. Okay.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, you're like,
What were you doing when you weren't here? I was,
from the Navy
I was
Depot.
jerking off and jogging.
That's your fitness hour,
Like,
dude.
do you
Yeah.
want to get into this? Because we can go on a deep, dark path.
It's a great job. I mean,
What do you
I
think
blew
would be
it.
the best job for you? Because you seem like a pretty terrible employee.
Comedy?
You're a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've laughed. I thought these are funny.
Yeah, it's just get up there and tell self-deprecating jokes. And we do a comedy show at the Ron Pub every couple months. It's going pretty well.
Ryan Foster, Rob Cruz, just there last week.
Rob Cruz is hilarious.
Rob Cruz is the man. He told me that
he is so funny.
He told me that he was trying to find a way to break the room. And Rob Cruz, shout out, Do-Ragging the Deer Tag. Those are a lot of buddies of ours. But he told me that he opened a joke calling a guy in the audience gay, and he was like, "I guess you're drinking a White Claw because they haven't carbonated cum yet."
Dude, he is so funny. Like, he's too good.
He is the man. I fucking
How
love
they
Rob.
react to that?
Everyone was dying.
That's awesome.
The whole room was
That's
like
awesome.
in flames.
How did Foster do? Not well, hopefully.
He's not Foster. Yeah, he did great. I mean,
That's Foster's people, man.
It is his people.
Just
I love
drunk.
Ryan. Yeah.
The one guy got up there. I forget his name. He's like long hair and beard. He's like, look at this fucking dump. Talking about the bar. He's like, I came all the way from Bridesburg for this. Like, Bridesburg's like not any nicer.
Yeah, it's like northeast.
Dude, Rob Cruz is funny though. He said some, like, those guys have pushed the limit of comedy. They've said words that I thought were like, you can't say, but they say it.
Yeah. What, like college?
No.
I'm happy to hear that too. Shout out Ron Pub. Absolutely.
Yeah, we gotta get you. You gotta come to the next one, bro. October and blow it up.
I lived right around Ron Pub for quite a while.
It's not great.
It's a place for sure. Is that across from Varee Pizza?
Veer Diner. There's a diner?
No, repeats is up a little further. It's probably like.
Oh, I'm thinking about. Okay, it's right off of whatever that big highway that you guys do in PA. What the hell is that called?
95.
No.
Roosevelt Boulevard?
Roosevelt Boulevard.
Oh
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Shout out, dude. That's unbelievable. So they fired from multiple jobs. What are the 2 CEO jobs?
Well,
We said he's a
I'm not
detailer.
actually. Right.
Okay.
It's his own company.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to
Right.
be the CEO.
Got it.
Well, I guess you're the president,
What's
and
my
you're
job?
also like the
I
salesman.
was also juvenile probation officer for 7 years.
What's
and
up with kids, dude? You got to get away from kids. They seem like they're not your forte.
Well, I was the greatest PO ever because the kid would come on my caseload and I'd be like, "Hey, I just did the drug test. It was positive for like the highest level of marijuana." I say,
There's levels of marijuana.
I would go like this.
Yeah.
Didn't say it. Come back in a month. I was cool. They loved me. I was, but I'm not trying to jam a kid up for smoking marijuana. I smoke marijuana.
I
but
agree with
I'll
that.
tell you what, though, this is a funny story. I'm never going to get this job back. I applied again. They said no way. I was telling this kid, I was like, "You don't think that I smoke marijuana?" I was like, "You need to get a job. You need to figure life out. And then when you get home from that job, smoke as much weed as you want. Do whatever you want." So now the kid gets locked up. And he's in court, and the judge is like sentencing him to like Glen Mills or a juvenile facility. And the kid goes, "Yana, can I say something? My PO said he smokes weed every day." I said, "Come on. Do I look like I smoke pot every day?"
This guy doesn't know snitches get stitches?
Well, that's what I felt. I felt like going back to neighborhood. I'm like, "Yo, don't trust this motherfucker."
This motherfucker's
Because
a
when you're
rat.
a PO, you got to get in with the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They knew me in Kensington.
Oh, were you the bad area?
I was 19134. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they recognized my car. They'd be like, "Oh, yo, it's Hennessy. It's Hennessy." I'm like, "Oh." And I would ask the guys in the corner, "How are sales doing today?" What are you gonna do? What am I gonna stop? True.
Like you're
If you get into Kensington, what are you gonna? You're gonna stop that?
Yeah.
It's it is what it is.
They're trying.
Yeah, it would be an insane thing to just walk up and be like, "Enough." What?
So
I'm
what did the
telling my
judge?
mom.
What did the judge say after the kid said that?
No, he was just nothing ever happened. Thank God. If I would have peed in that cup, I would have set the thing on fire.
Fernassus, man, you are
and then
one
I got
of a kind,
and then
dude.
I got
Really,
a-
dude.
Yeah, then I got a Dewey,
Yeah, well,
and I got the job back after a year. My lawyer beat the case. Insane.
yeah.
I have no idea how he beat it. The judge was like, "Mr. Hennessy, have your toxicology report here. It's you're 3 times the legal limit. You're cocaine in your system and marijuana. Is this a typical Saturday night?" I said, "Wasn't that Tuesday?" So then I get my job back, and my friends and the work, they're happy to see me. Like, "Oh, let's go. Sit with Tier Nog.
Sweet.
Couple Jamesons.
Yeah.
Great spot. Couple Miller Lights. Come back to the office. There's the supervisor. Blow into this. I was like, "What? What's going on here?" Lit it up.
Yeah.
And I got fired again.
Was this a?
I got fired from the same job choice. Imagine having a welcome
was that a
back
day?
party, welcome back party in the morning, and a see you later party again.
Who
the evening.
has a welcome back party in the morning?
I'm an office. I'm a Watercore legend.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but like you think you toe at least a little bit of a line.
No, they were like, "Let's go, Fran's back."
So what time are you guys at Tiernanog?
Noon.
So it was like a liquid lunch.
Yeah, three JMOs, 4 Millers.
And did you know that you were going to be?
I did it, but someone else got fired too that day because they're rats, dude. They're rats. They're more worried about us having a couple pops at lunch than like the juveniles are out of control in the city.
Well, you've raised a good point. I always wonder this about if you get a DUI
Right.
and you're over the legal limit, but you do test positive for like cocaine or like Adderall or something, shouldn't you be good to drive? Just be like, "Look, I'm back. I did a line before I left the bar. I feel completely fine." Sure. Yeah. Honestly, it should not put you in jail
I've
quicker.
never been more
it
focused.
should help you out. Be like, "I feel great."
I actually don't. Yeah, you're right. But I drove here today, and I'm not driving home. I have a designated driver, which is the responsible thing to do.
Sure.
And again, come to I almost said lacrosse. Frisbee game.
Sure.
We have beer. We have water slides. We got T-shirts.
Yeah.
Fair dollars.
Kyle's fucking stealing the show. Dressed like the Wizard of Oz.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
You look worse than King Charles.
No, I do not. Do you think King Charles has his hairline? This jawline?
True. Well, that's okay. But
What's?
This dexterity? King Charles has 4 tomato pies. He's dead.
Have you seen his
By the
fingers?
acid
Have you
reflux.
seen his fingers?
you got to be careful talking about any of the royal family talking about pizza. You know,
the royal
unlock
fa-
Pizzagate
oh,
pretty
sure.
quick. Dude.
I bring this
Fuck
point
the
up a
royal
lot, though.
family.
I would
Yeah,
love to
of
be a
course.
royal. I offered Harry several times. You become a Hennessy, I become a Windsor. I would be the best royal family member. Count Hennessy. I already have a name for myself.
You'd be Hunter Biden of the royal family.
First of all, Hunter Biden did nothing wrong. He's living his life. Okay. People want to come to him like, Hunter, he was having fun. You know, he didn't know he could
You'd be Chet Hanks of the Hanks family.
What?
No, I like Hunter Biden because like you can't take my laptop. I can't afford one.
Yeah,
exactly.
I had 30 of them fall on me.
I actually have a laptop story. I brought my laptop to get fixed because that's how I do the podcast.
That's what he did.
I know I do the podcast on there, but the guy was like, you know, dude, like, you know, just you're watching porn on your computer, like, just use your phone. Just trying to help you out here.
Why is that?
Well, because back in the 90s, early 2000s, everyone blamed LimeWire for everyone's family computer crashing.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't LimeWire. It was the teenage son jerking off to porn.
It was LimeWire too, but yeah. As a guy who ruined his family computer, yeah, it was LimeWire.
What were you doing, LimeWire?
You porn dude.
I was doing 8th Street Latinas.
That is unfathomable.
Roundandbrown.com. Mike in Brazil. Mike's apartment. I had them all going.
How did you know? How are you like the Encyclopedia Britannica of porn websites?
Sick, twisted puppy.
How old were you?
I was 12, 13.
12, and you knew you wanted big Latina mommies at that point? That feels like something you kind of grow into.
I've kind of like grown away from it, but at the time I was like 8th Street Latinas is where it was at. And I searched for 8th Street. There isn't one. Oh, maybe it's...
I mean, I think it's probably around the country.
There's not Latinas there.
Well, I think that means you have to vote for Biden because he keeps letting the illegals come across, and those seem to be your demographic, dude.
I think. Well, I actually have a solution for the border crisis.
Please, yeah.
Actually, I think people listening just probably scooted up in their chairs a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, you can have Northeast Philadelphia.
Okay.
I'll take Cancun.
I don't know if that's an even swap.
Well, there's a lot of nice places in South America. They're all coming here to fucking what? This.
What's wrong with this? What's wrong with Delco?
Oh, is this Delco?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, it's warmer down there. It's nicer. You wouldn't.
You don't think it gets old?
Well, I lived in Florida for 2 years. It does get old. Florida's horrible. People think Florida's great. Get west of 95.
Just.
I mean, it's the worst. Sorry, it's the worst place ever. Also, never move away. Never move for a woman.
Okay. That's the last advice you can. That's the advice you can leave.
I have to look around.
I like that. Yeah, as a sign off.
This is the last thing I'll say.
Very beginning because I liked your energy.
Me.
Hello, Kyle.
Thank you.
100%.
I appreciate it.
Really?
My name is Sophia. Zoe Chung.
Hello,
Thank you,
Sophia.
Sophia.
I thought he was
Thank
gonna
you.
Win, and I like fucking winners.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
And right, you
And
only
what am I, a loser?
Self-deprecating losers who don't live with their hand. Yeah.
What about him made you think?
And you were right, sir.
Right, I like you.
Thank you.
Everyone liked you.
Thank you, Sophia.
People didn't like you. You played for the crowd.
Thank-
In general,
He finished at least.
Okay,
It
that's
didn't seem that good, but nobody disliked you.
well,
You
it's pretty
were
deeply hurtful, but I hear you.
amazing.
You got the
You
best
are, like,
pop
in
from Cherry Hill.
general,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like a reality type stuff.
Thank you.
I like you.
That was nice.
Kyle,
Kyle, nice to meet you.
thank you.
Sophia,
Thank
nice
you,
to meet
Sophia.
you.
But you were funny, and I liked you.
There
Thank
you
you. I
go.
appreciate it.
There you go.
Bye.
Somebody, you got a fan.
Yeah, dude, I got a lot of them out there.
Oh, really? Oh, but I'm going to sign now. No, I can't say. I was going to tell my joke about not moving away for a woman. And you can edit this out.
We'll probably do about half this interview. Will be edited out.
Right.
We're just trying to take the good parts.
No, I know. But this is actually a good part. And it looks like Philadelphia's going to get the win here. But my grandfather once said to me, he goes, Francis, let me tell you something. A cunt hair can pull a freight train.
What?
He said a cunt hair can pull a freight train, meaning a woman can pull a freight train. And you better be careful or else it'll ruin your life. And I moved to Florida for a woman and it ruined my life. Sorry, Pop.
All right, and that's the podcast. Your king is out. His plebe is out.
Don't ever say that again. or I'll
Dude,
kill
you're my
myself.
plebe, dude.
I cannot be.
Dude, you're my
I'm-
jester.
You're trying to say I'm Matt Plables?
Dance. Yeah, you're Matt Pleebles. Yeah, dude. Dance monkey.
Okay, careful. I hear you.
But yeah, so we're out. So, hey, thanks to the Philadelphia Phoenix. Thanks you to Gata's Tomato Pie. Thank you to, obviously, our boys at Thrive Flour. Go get some jet fuel. That is veto approved. And thank you to you, the listener. If you like this and you want some sweet bonus content, we got a lot for you right now up on the Patreon. So patreon.com/menatworkpod. Feel free to reach out to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff, and email us if you want to come by. Or email us if you want us to come by to your place. menatpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
We will talk to you next episode. Peace.
Peace.